Yep. You already know what it is. I'm gonna be honest. It's early. What time is it? It's about almost 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, and y'all gonna get this on a Monday. And I'm gonna be talking really quiet. So turn your headphones up. However, what's up? My name is Dre, and I am one of the hosts of DZN Podcast. Shout out to me. I'll be honest. This is gonna be a quick, easy, and painless episode because I didn't have that much of a topic list, and I'm kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really just kind of tired. So, with that said, as always, like, comment, subscribe on all podcast platforms, DZN Podcast, DZN Podcast Network on YouTube. And if you want to donate to Cash at @ Retro Soundwave. That's RETROSOUNDWAV. However, Happy New Year to everyone that's having a great New Year so far. And if y'all have not having such a great New Year so far, I hope it turns up for y'all in the future. However, though, as always, this is DZN Podcast, and as y'all know, we're going to get started with the music. So, yeah. Listen. I woke up early in the morning. DZN Podcast, you know that I'm zoning. This the DZN Podcast, and it's Retro Dre on the mother podcast. Listen, it's the DZN Podcast, you know what it is. It's the DZN Podcast, Retro Dre on the DZN Podcast. Every Monday on the DZN Podcast. Other week we gave y'all 2 episodes, took a break from 1 week. Now we back on your heads. It's a new year, got something to talk about every Monday. It's the DZN Podcast. It's the DZN Podcast. You know what it is. It's the DZN Podcast. Dre, Zoe, and Nas, DZN Podcast. Every Monday on the DZN Podcast. It's the DZN Podcast. Talk about sports, music, life, and other stuff. Sports, music, life, and other stuff. And you know we switch it up with the topics like the uppercut. Jab, punch, knockdown. You know what it is, DZN Podcast, talking every day on a Monday. You know what it is, grinding every morning, trying to figure out what the next play I'm going to do. And I'm still doing it every day, DZN Podcast, and my name is Dre, get it. It's the DZN Podcast, you know what it is. It's the DZN Podcast. Dre, so nice. DZN Podcast every Monday on the DZN Podcast. Talk about sports, music, and life. Anything else we want to talk about in our life. DZN Podcast, you know what's the name. Retro Dre in the game, and you know what it is. Hey. It's the DZN Podcast. Dre, Zoe, and Nas in the DZN Podcast. Every Monday on the DZN Podcast. Dre, Zoe, and Nas, DZN Podcast. Yep. It's the Monday. And you know what it is. It's Monday. Yeah, it's a very early Monday. I am tired, but whoever, still giving you an episode. And let's just make another blast. Let's make another DJ Khaled voice. Anyway, y'all still care about New Year's resolutions, man? I don't know if I care anymore about New Year's resolutions. With the year we had last year, I don't even know if I care about stuff like that no more. I don't know if I care about holidays. I just be thankful to wake up another day. Just simple things in life, just waking up another day, just celebrating life, healthy, wealthy, and successful. That's my affirmations. That's what I'm trying to achieve in my life, and pretty much that's how I'm feeling about life going forward. Holidays are just some kids do, or people who are naive do, in my opinion, at this point. Not saying you're bad if you celebrate holidays, but that's just how I feel about holidays, man. I really don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't. I wish I could say I could, but I don't. Holidays is just like, I feel like it's another way people lie to us about what really went on in the past, or they try to make that like some extra, maybe saying satanic stuff. I don't know, man. I don't like it anymore. I don't like being lied to no more. I don't like that what happened last year. And even though I turned up last year, but I didn't like the circumstances I had to be in to turn up though. Like you give people supposed virus, real or not real, I don't know, whatever. Now you force people to take a vaccine that's probably going to do some crazy stuff to you. I'm not taking it. It don't matter to me. So whatever. And I'm probably not going to ever take a shot or a vaccine ever again in my life. I'm probably not. I don't think I would because I don't trust none of them no more. And I notice I can live without them. So that's just how I'm thinking from this point forward. No vaccines, no shots ever, unless for some reason it's very necessary for me to get such, but I don't think it's going to be that necessary anyway, so forget it. And that's just how I feel about it, man. I don't like it. I don't like the situations that we went through last year, and this year I know they're going to try to put some more BS, and I ain't with it. I'm just keeping it a buck. I ain't with it. However, though, I just started back reading this earlier last night, so but it felt good. And I'll put it to you this way, it felt really good. Last year I kind of took a dip off of reading because I just felt I didn't need to do it at the time. I really needed to get more in touch with the physical reality of things. Not saying I didn't read it all last year, but as far as like reading books, I didn't really read too many books last year. I might have read like one, maybe. But now I'm starting to read back books again. So currently I'm reading this book called Mastery by Robert Greene. And so far, it's pretty much talking about how you master yourself or master what you do. And from just a little few pages I read so far, you really got to be in touch with yourself, with your inner self, and kind of really zone in and figure out who you are and what you are put here to do. Whatever that may be, that's different for everyone, of course, but that's pretty much what it's about so far now. From what I've seen, just reading through the table context, there's probably a lot of in-betweens and ways to get to that point of mastery of what you do and mastery of yourself. Because the concept of mastery, from what I read, again, I'm paraphrasing, from what I read, the concept of mastery is pretty much being able to tap into that focused and present state of being that you can clear everything and all the distractions out and focus on what you're doing in that moment right now and be locked into what you're doing the whole time without any distractions, or at least very limited distractions. So that's what that concept is. And of course, sports is back. NBA is back. I might be watching a little bit of NBA this year, maybe. I just saw Steph Curry scored 62 the other night. That was cool. But I'm be honest, man. I do not like NBA like that no more. I don't like basketball like that no more. But this year, I think I'm going to tap back into it a little bit. Since I got into music, I pretty much just kicked basketball to the side. Like I never played in my life. It's not true, but I just didn't feel the same. I don't have the same passion about basketball like I once did. Towards the end of my basketball so-called career, I believe that I kind of just had a falling out with it because I realized I wasn't going anywhere with it. But I did learn a lot of lessons from basketball. I will say that. And one day I will go into detail about what those lessons were. But one of them that I know is don't be afraid to do something. As far as take a shot or make a mistake, don't be afraid to fail because you're going to fail. And whatever facet of life you're in, you're going to fail. And that just is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. You just have to fail. Just like the people who buy fake streams, they're afraid to fail because they don't want to test out the organic way of gathering their audience. So that's why some people may buy fake streams because they're scared of the reality of that their music is trash. Just keep it a buck. Some of these people, maybe not all of them that buy fake plays besides the people in the industry, music is trash. because they don't have the right producer or the right person in the ear telling them like, yo, this is trash. Do something else or don't do it at all. Now, we can try new things and we can fail, but keep it 100. Some of y'all just ain't supposed to be doing what y'all think y'all supposed to be doing. And nobody told y'all yet. So if nobody told y'all, I'm going to tell you, you suck. Stop, figure out what you're supposed to be doing and what else you need to do. Because what you're doing, it ain't it. It ain't it. So test, do something else, and figure out what you're good at for real. And don't try to force yourself to do something because it's popular or it's cool. Nah, fam, you trash. Just keep it a buck. You trash, you garbage, you the dumpster that nobody likes to walk up to because it smells like rat poison. You're that type of trash. Yeah. Just keep it a buck with yourself. But all right. I believe that is all from me today. And if you like this episode of the DZN Podcast, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. It helps us grow. And if you want to reach the podcast, follow us on Instagram at d.z.n.podcast. And follow me on Instagram at retrod.r.e. And Zoa young_Pluto08 and Nas at nv.z_. And as always, on all podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, and all other podcasting platforms. Listen to our episodes, man. We got some good stuff. And if you want to donate, Cash App, money sign, Retro Soundwave, RETROSOUNDWAVWAV. I appreciate y'all for listening to this episode in the morning, noon, or night, whenever you're listening to this. And as always, peace out. Yeah, 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 yeah.